I'm at Black Goat. We're working on front squats and the killer bike. I go to the gym in the mornings just for my time. With family and work in the bakery, everything can be overwhelming, and so I do this for me. So I'm finishing up my workout here. Chris is dropping off the kids at school, and then we're gonna meet back up at the house.
Yeah, it's the last day of school, summer's gonna hit, so we're gonna go camping, fishing. Just excited to spend a little time with the kids during the summertime. What's up with work?
It's good. We've been really busy. We have a huge special order today, and it's going to be Griffin's last day, actually. It's Griffin's last day today. We're all really sad about it. He's part of our Rise family, and he's been part of it since before we took over Scrumdiddlyumptious. He is a great asset to our team back there. He teaches people really well how to do the job, and we're all really going to miss him.
What are you gonna do for him? Or what do you want to do for him?
We wrote him a card and threw in a bonus for him in there. And because Griffin's done such a great job for us, we wanted to give him a little bonus and write him a little card to see him off today. So we're gonna give him that today.
Well, good. Everything going good at the bakery, the equipment we bought?
Yes.
Working good?
Yep.
Good.
The new filter just came in too.
So this new donut fryer that we were able to get has an easy melt system with it. Before, their old machine, we'd have to put the block on there and gently melts it, and that would take an hour 15 minutes. Now it's down to 3 to 4 minutes total time. What else do you have going on today?
I'm just gonna go to the bakery, and today I just have to do inventory, so I'll see if we're using less product, and then place our huge donut order.
Okay.
All the products.
So with that said, it sounds like I'm gonna be the one going down to the garden, pulling the weeds, doing all the chickens. So while Aaron's working, I pick up the laundry, start the laundry, get the kids' laundry going, fold them for them, and then the kids put them away. I'll load the dishwasher, clean the counters off for her, mop the floors, so.
Sure, I'm sure you will.
These are actually pineapple right here.
So this morning at Rise, one of the first things I have to do is say goodbye to Griffin. It's his last shift today. While I wait for him, I'll go back and check on Emma and see how the dough's doing. We'll check a window pane test to make sure it's good.
Okay, how's the dough? Did you check a window pane test?
A window pane test just shows the elasticity and the moisture content of the dough. So if it's wet enough and the gluten developed enough, then it will stretch enough where we'll have a really great puffy, soft donut.
Perfect. Looks good. All right.
While Emma continues to work on the dough, I'm gonna go check on Austin and see how the old fashions are coming out.
Those look awesome, Austin.
You're welcome. So Austin is one of our fryers. He's an amazing fryer. He fries all of the donuts. So he does the old fashions and cakes, and he fries all the raised donuts.
Make sure to check your oil temperatures between each type of donut.
Very proud of Erin and what she brings to the table, the element with it. She's a very hard worker, she's dedicated, and when we bought this place, she just jumped right in and took over, you know. She runs it, and her passion is inspiring to watch, so it really makes me happy to see her doing this.
Hey, Griffin.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. It's your last day.
I know, I'm so excited.
I'm so sad.
But nervous too.
So Griffin just walked through the door. This is the moment I've been dreading. I have not been wanting him to go. I think that without him, you know, a part of our family is leaving. I think everyone's gonna be missing him, and, you know, hopefully we pull together and the work doesn't suffer from it. So the customer just wanted 3 random donuts in that first dozen, and then the second dozen can just be assorted.
Okay, and I can put this as a B box?
Yeah,
Sweet.
That sounds good. Today's gonna be a really busy day at Rise. We have tons of donuts for the counter, but we also have huge orders. So we're gonna make extra bars, Persians, twists, Bismarcks, and fritters.
Do you want to go up or down on the cherry since we've been selling out of those and we haven't been selling out of blueberry?
Yeah, we ran out of cherry and lemon very early this morning. People were specifically coming in for those. I'm glad I can count on Griffin, even on his last day, to fulfill such big orders like this. We got you a little something.
Thank you so
with your
much.
bonus that I told you about.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
We really appreciate you. And it was important for us to get him something to see him off, just to show him how much we appreciate him and what he's done for us. It's really hard to see him go, but the show must go on. So first things first, Griffin's gonna suit up and get washed up. Cleanliness is important. Then Griffin goes to the Connex and gets all the flour he's gonna need to make the dough for the whole shift.
The space is pretty limited in the building that we have, so we ended up buying a Connex, threw that out back. And then we put a special sealer over the top of it that reflects the sun, so it drops the temperature by 70% inside of there.
The reason we have so much in our Connex is because we store 3 weeks worth of flour, sugar, everything we need to make the donuts. Just in case we don't get a shipment, we're good. So now that he has the flour inside, he needs to start making the dough. He's gonna add the flour and the perfect amount of water to whatever amount he's gonna make at that time. He gets to choose, it depends on how many cutters we have at the time. The water amount is crucial. If they don't measure it perfectly, then the donuts are just gonna suffer. We're not gonna have our large, soft, fluffy Scrumdiddlyumptious donuts. So once he gets all the products in the mixer, he does have to mix it for a certain amount of time to really develop that gluten and make it stretchy. Austin as well has to measure his flour and water to perfection. It's very different than the raised donuts, but he gets the perfect amount in there and then throws it in the hopper. And goes to town, throwing the donuts in the oil. The hopper is essential because we can get the exact amount of dough dripped into the fryer. So each old-fashioned, each cake is gonna be the exact same size and fry for the exact amount of time. Griffin and Emma are getting the dough onto the table and making a bunch of dough bales. The bales are super important because each size of the bale is perfect for rolling it out and making a certain amount of donuts at one time. So once the dough's been flattened out, we use the docker for some, not all of the donuts. That helps with rising and not overproofing. So from one bale with this tool, you can probably get about 40 bars cut. So while we wait for the bars in the proofer to get proofed, Griffin and Emma are making twists. A twist is a raised donut with cinnamon and water twisted inside. The importance of water with the cinnamon for a twist is important so it stays throughout the whole process and stays inside the donut through frying. Griffin noticed that the bars are proofed already. Austin's not done with his job yet, so Griffin's gonna be the one frying them. We can drop a whole screen in of donuts at the same time in the fryer, and we use our sticks to flip them and make sure they're perfectly cooked. Griffin's a machine at frying as well. Just look at him go. While Griffin fries away, Emma's gonna keep working on the raised dough and use the sheeter just to get the perfect thickness of dough. It's important to have the perfect thickness just to help make all the donuts as uniform as possible. So while Emma's finished sheeting the dough, Griffin's jumping on cutting the rings. The single ring cutter is a little bit slower, but you are more apt to keep them in a perfect circle instead of smushing them. While Griffin finishes cutting up the rings, Austin's glazing his chocolate cake donuts. While Austin finishes up glazing all of his donuts, Griffin and Emma are working on the Persians.
cinnamon sugar rolled dough, cut and fried. Just like all of our raised donuts, once the Persians are cut and flattened, we do put them in the proofer to proof before we fry them. So now more dough is being made, it's fritter time. So the first ones we are making are apple, cherry, and blueberry. It's a messy process because we use a lot of the fruit filling. We like a lot of the fruit in our fritters. That's why we're known for them. So while they're prepping the fritters, Austin's back to frying. And it's a crazy job back there. It is a physical job. You're following exact recipes. You're jumping from one donut to the next. You're jumping from cutting to frying. It's a busy job back there. On to frosting. Frosting can be a tedious process, but Griffin does an amazing job and he just gets it done fast. Now we're on to filling Bismarcks. We do have 5 different kinds of Bismarcks. The most new and most popular one are the cherry cheesecake Bismarcks. But for this order, we're focusing on the Bavarian cream chocolate Bismarcks. So for the front counter, we usually do sprinkle rings, but for this special order, we're doing yellow sprinkle maple bars. While Griffin finishes up his sprinkling the maple bars, Emma is finishing up filling and frosting the Bismarcks. This is what a normal day looks like at Rise, making our donuts, and we're really blessed to be able to continue to make the same product every day for our customers. So all donut orders have been filled, and just like that, another successful day at Rise. We love how well our coffee pairs with our donuts and bakery items, and we can't wait to show you what it takes to make a great cup of coffee on our next episode at Rise.